What was a personal challenge that really showed up as a leader?
That's a good question. Outside of work, I would say my current hobby, I think is a personal challenge. I take cars on racetracks. We call them track days. And I've been a student for many years, and I've slowly wanted to lead and instruct others. The goal I wanted to do was to give back to the organizations, give back to the hobby, and take my learnings, similar to my career, is take my learnings and apply them so that others can benefit. In those roles, prior to becoming an instructor, you can be a mentor. And so I've been a mentor, which is basically a leader for someone who's also coming into this hobby new. So that's been my way of managing, in a personal manner, leadership is guiding people on these are the best practices. This is what you should do. Don't forget, to do X, Y, Z. And basically making sure they have a good experience and they get to their version of success as quick as possible.
I love that. As a coach, mentoring, coaching are all things that I love, and I believe that people look for that. We used to call it many years ago in an earlier century apprentice, which we don't really do anymore. Now we call them, I guess, interns, maybe the thing that we use to replace that. But in those times, as an apprentice, somebody took you under their wing and helped you through the whole process of learning. And the better the mentor or the better the coach, the more likely your outcome. So I'm hearing that you were doing that with your hobby, racing on tracks. How did you get into that?
I've always had an interest in cars because it really connects to the engineering side of me. Over the years, I started seeking adrenaline sports and then adrenaline hobbies. I had moved out of conventional sports and wanted to get into more technical sports. And I started to, again, put a plan together and started to move towards it. So once you have a car that you think this is something I can learn with, you get started. You put a plan together and you just kind of slowly move through it. More importantly, have fun in the process. This is not supposed to feel like constant problem solving. There should be joy in it every day, or else you're doing it wrong. So I wanted to make sure that it was something fun and challenging, but also enjoyable.
So you're a master at setting goals and moving yourself towards them in different areas.
Yeah, I try to simplify my approach in all things in life. I feel that it's a process that's worked for me and it allows me to easily digest the bigger picture, but also understand how the smaller parts contribute to that bigger picture. So to me, it's an organizational skill that I really hold dear to myself.